If a boat crashes into yours on a foggy lake, you will be furious. You will scream. You will blame the other person's blindness, and you will demand an apology. But the moment the mist clears and you see that the other boat is empty, your anger vanishes. Why? Because your anger wasn't about the collision, it was about your ego. One morning, Ananda was rowing his small wooden boat across a vast, silent lake. The mist was so thick that the world seemed to disappear only a few feet from his oars. He enjoyed the stillness, feeling a sense of mastery over the quiet water. But suddenly, out of the gray fog, another boat appeared and struck his with a violent, bone-shaking crunch. Ananda was thrown to the floor of his boat. He jumped up, his face burning red, and his heart pounding with a sudden, sharp rage. He felt the sting of injustice. He was ready to scream at the person who had been so reckless, so blind, and so disrespectful to his peace. He shouted into the fog with all his might. "Hey, watch where you are going. Are you blind? You nearly sank my boat. Have you no shame?" But as the mist slowly cleared, Ananda stopped mid-sentence. His mouth stayed open, but the words died in his throat. The other boat was completely empty. There was no rower, no traveler, no enemy. It was just a piece of weathered wood that had broken loose from its moorings, drifting aimlessly with the wind. Ananda stood in the silence, feeling his anger trembling in the air, with nowhere to land. He whispered to the empty air, "There is no one there. My anger has nowhere to go. I am shouting at a piece of wood." Later that evening, Ananda sat before his teacher in the temple. Though the lake was far away, his heart was still heavy. Earlier that day, a traveler had mocked Ananda's clumsy way of sweeping the courtyard and laughed at his robes. Ananda said, "Master, a man in the village insulted me today. He ridiculed my work and made me feel small. I have been fighting him in my mind for hours, crafting the perfect reply to prove him wrong. My peace is gone. So how do I stop this war inside me?" The master looked at Ananda with eyes like deep water and asked, "Ananda, remember the boat on the lake this morning? When that boat hit yours and you saw it was empty, did you stay angry at the wood? Did you demand an apology from the wind? Did you feel disrespected by the timber?" Ananda whispered, "No, master." Without a person to blame, the anger simply leaves. It becomes a mere accident of nature. The master said, "Then you must understand a great truth. The problem is never the collision. The problem is that you have made yourself a target. You are so full of yourself, your pride, your title, your need to be right, that you are like a massive, rigid ship in a narrow canal. You are so large that of course the world will hit you. You have provided the surface for every insult to strike. Ananda lowered his head, his voice barely a breath. Ananda whispered, "I see now. I have spent my life building a fortress around a person who doesn't exist. I have made my ego so big that even the slightest breeze feels like a personal attack." The master said, "If you can make yourself like that empty boat, no one in this world can collide with you. People may throw stones, but they will find no wall to hit. People may shout insults, but they will find no you to take offense. Their words will pass through the space where your ego used to be, like light passing through a cloud." Ananda smiled, feeling a weight lift from his chest that he had carried for years, as he realized that the world is full of drifting boats. People lost in their own fog, acting out of their own pain. They are not hitting you. They are simply drifting. If this story helped you realize that your peace is in your own hands, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps these lessons reach those who are still fighting empty boats. Comment below, what is one insult you are ready to let pass through you today? Remember, be an empty boat and the world has nothing to hit.